Welcome everybody to Sim Football Broadcast Network SFBN. I am your host and commentator, Mad Dad. We're here with episode 25, week 18 of the 2026 season of Cardinals franchise, hosting division rival, the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you're a new viewer or a returning viewer and haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button now and help the channel get towards its goal of 500 subscribers. And also, very important, you want to hit or smash that like button as it helps get the videos out there to as many people as possible on YouTube. And also, it gets the episodes out faster. 15 likes per episode gets a scheduled release. 25 or more per episode, likes that is, gets an immediate release of the next episode. So you want to make sure you hit that for multiple reasons. All right, let's get to it. We are 8-8. We won our last game versus division rival. It's the final week of the season. Tough task. Let's see. We got some upgrades. Missing a couple of guys. Lucas Van Ness. We're going to get him a run stopper upgrade. Make him a little bit better at block shedding. Yeah, his block shedding's up to an 80 now. That speed's an 86. All right, and we got weekly strategy. We got Coach Central. Let's see. We got 40. So what we want to do is we definitely want to buy after school tutor. We're going to need that extra. We want that extra going forward. So, yeah, look, we finally opened up our other ability. Now we can get Game Shield on too. Very nice. Red zone in 2 minutes. Actually, we're gonna go run stop. And what is this? We're gonna go batch of blitzes. We want to stop the run as much as we can. Of course, we want that. We want to not really worried about the spy. Inside stuff is what I want to worry about the most. Not there. We want to go with the boom. We're going to go there. And then, oh, no. We got to go with our here. And we need our coaching. Alright. That's what we're going to go with for now. Let's see. And we're going to stick with that. And gotta make sure we get everybody some rest here. He's not going to be able to be a focus player this week, so we'll go back to the center. Colin Oliver's a Sam now. All right, and we got to change Morgan up because he needs rest this week. So we're going to go back to our center. All right. Let's do our drills here.
Here we go.
He's so athletic. Hopefully we can, if we win, we should be able to make the playoffs. We're the 7th seed right now. A loss, I think, kicks us out of the playoffs, but there we go. Got gold. Yeah, we should be able to make playoffs at least if we win. We're pretty much eliminated if we're out. Kramer is now a superstar. That was a big deal. Woo! He's got that goofy release. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. We should get a gold. There we go. Gold, baby. Another 750. Get Turner some time here. Woo! Big hit. All right, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Took him with us. Oh! Didn't get past 4,000 though, still. That's all right. Good week of drills. Good week of drills. Good week of drills. Unfortunately, Morgan needed some rest. A little banged up. All right, here we go. Let's get to the game. Let's see if we can get some rivals. Do we have rivalries? All right, there's their color rush. We're going to go with our rivalries. There we go. I love these. All right, let's see if we can make the playoffs, beating our very, very tough division rival who's already playoff bound. So this is going to be a tough, tall ask for this young team. Otherwise, it's going to be off to the off season for us, I believe. Here we go. Enjoy the game, everybody. We'll talk to you afterwards.
The temperature's outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. On the Eagles sideline, it is head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys are in the middle of an incredible run. It has been a few months since their last defeat. On the other side, his counterpart from Arizona. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Glendale. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59, quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in the loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. As long as he continues to do that, you're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
The bumps and bruises, they start to accumulate this time of year. And you can only see that in the key inactives for this game. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Left side, it's flying right around. It's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good for a down.
This will be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Number 81.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5. Brings
A
up
shotgun
second
snap
and
out of Hurts. He's got a 2021 rifle win. That's Devontae Smith. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough
It's a
for
gain
the
of
first down.
Brings up 3rd and
They'll go with the sneak. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up second
And
and 3.
that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Nice play this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd
Gain
down.
on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Now
It's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. With Byron. Deep for Harrison. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. It'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr. the intended target. 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. He's going. That's caught by Brown. Pretty good throw there by the 4th-round pick. It is a 1st down.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So, throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down
and 2.
That one too far in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
That's another Cardinals 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Here's a screen. Set up for Benson. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
On the play. That's good for the Cardinals.
They'll run with Johnson. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after the gain just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake.
At the 38-yard line.
That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarred the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 7.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. That brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. Fair catch. Taken. And they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The Cardinals
At their own
offense
21
ready
yard
for
line.
their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout.
Intended for
That's going to bring up
Harrison
second down.
Jr. Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one down the field. They might connect. And it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. And that's the big play.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. And nothing has come from these first two drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. Man in motion is Smith. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
On second down, Hurts. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
9 yards to go.
Hurts. Now quick throw, taken in by Brown. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run it here with Saquon. He plunges forward, 4 yards. Junior Colson there to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
Ball on
and
the 30
7.
now. Here's second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. They'll try to get back on the line, but it's not enough. They're losing it. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. This one into the hands of Brown. And the left first and goal is down inside the 10-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Now Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. A second effort, and he is in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles. 17 touchdowns now on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Phillips on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
2. Brings up third down and 6.
Third down. They'll set up to throw. He's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 33 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so high. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain. Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 86.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Good snap. Good hold. Good scare. And the Cardinals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
Is Hurts. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Hurts to the air on 1st down. He'll get that out to Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46.
On the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and
On
7.
3rd down, here's Hurts.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on for the second time. They're trying to get something inside the 10. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right out the 20-yard line. Cardinals offense are ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 5. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. Inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. Taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point is up and through. And the Cardinals will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7. This drive starts 1st and 10. It's like a design run. Hurts has it. And a short pickup there to about the 36.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot done in the short game.
He was right at the line of scrimmage.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down and 7. It's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end runs. And he will have the 1st down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going. First down. Off the RPO. They just took it forward. Complete to number 81.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Again, Hurts. Firing right side. Brought in by Braxton. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard
The Cards
line.
offense ready to get back to work. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep. in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The coverage by Jahan Campbell.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Open man downfield is Brown. And he'll be taken down past the 40-yard line.
34 yards.
A big play after being backed up.
First down.
It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Into the air one more time. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Eagles 7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. A first down throw for Hurts. The middle, and he's got it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 4th and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A couple first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Hurts. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. So the Eagles use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
14 yards on the play. That's
To throw is Hurts. Here's Smith. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. And in motion is Brown.
Brings up 2nd and
To the air again. Hurts. Pass. Caught by Saquon. And nice work after the catch. So short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There's nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run the sweep. And he's going to a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. In trouble, and there he goes. The Eagles use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there, throw this ball away, and puts it into this drive. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Palmer now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Cardinals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they'd love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. That one pulled in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard
Run on second down. And this will be a Cardinals first down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second to make it a fresh set of downs.
He's inside the 30. He will score. Two touchdowns for him in the game and 60 on the year. Some kind of run break. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, when you play, he is something to watch.
The PAT and good. And the Cardinals will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Very good kick run. Returnable. And he lost the football. Special teams has brought the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding hard. The last 2 plays could have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. Johnson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point is good, and the Cardinals are able to extend the lead.
34, Eagles 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to get this one to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Once again, it's Barkley. And this time, they are ready for it. Throw for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Tackle.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back.
3rd and 26. Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. It's now
Here's Brooks. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will go all the way. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Hurts. Pulled in. And they're able to tag on the 2-point conversion.
34. Eagles 18.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense. And their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he'll get it out wide at the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might say after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes in. Incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 27-yard line.
In motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Outside. Hurts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short. And Hurts will throw. He'll get that out to Barkley. He's not going far. The first down is out of bounds after a gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagles 1st
Here's Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brought down right.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
12 yards. That's good. For an
Hurts
Eagles.
looking to throw on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Max Milton.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down.
Hurts. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
For A.J. Brown.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. When they find themselves in 2nd and 10, do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And the rush out here. He'll go down.
Well, it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Cardinals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. And a run on first down. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
Down to the line now.
It's a
On
gain of
2nd
8.
and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run for the carry of the game for Trey Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's
Now
a loss of
a
a
3rd
yard.
and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
He'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. In front of him. That one falls incomplete. The Cardinals lining up for punt as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. A run with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down. That's exactly the case here.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts delivers it to Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cardinals.
Here goes Hurts on the design run. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 12 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts. He's up one. it. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Martin. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's another.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Throw across his body is complete.
Number 26.
He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Buckley. And that line is going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. It is 3rd and 10. Now it's Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's holding at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
The Eagles.
It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Johnson.
Eagles 24.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. Right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. It's first down, and they'll run. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll stay on the ground. Finding room across midfield. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year. And his 3rd of this game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point. And good. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. motion is Smith. On first down, it's Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time.
It's now second down.
And it'll be second down. Here's Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards in your play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play. There's no need to do anything reckless. It's third and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play. Throw the ball right home.
They convert with a gain of 15.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Another Eagles first down.
Hurts will try it again. Wells, another kick for his favorite target. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you did not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. First and 10. Hurts again. This one broken out. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. The throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The gun is a world of gun. They're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Complete, and he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Good on the extra point.
Makes the score.
And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Eagles 31.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Palmer now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cards offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Look to him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive.
This is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of game.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10.
Freeman's pass complete to De'Ami Brown. 26-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Will be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And look at this clock. They might be running out of time.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And it looked like the Cardinals were quick to react and get on it. So no turnover. They keep the ball. Stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far. You're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Take it in, back in his own. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Bill Johnson there on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd
And in
6.
motion is Smith. Off the play fake, Hurts. Will fly. Get this one complete. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. At the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
first down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half.
First down.
We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Now he takes off. And the Eagles are going to first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
They're trying to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
On the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Second down throw for Hurts. He's got his man Brown. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. A one-score game late. They figure they got to have this one, or they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Cardinals offense. And their running back set to go once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Touchdown, first down run. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. The stoppage comes just over a minute to play in this one.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
To the ground. Getting down. And he's going to pick it up. Took it down inside the 35 for the first down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. The victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18.
All right, I think we might have made the playoffs with that one. 22 runs, 30 passes, 29 runs, 58 passes. They had 87 plays to our 52, 33 minutes to our 18. Craziness. One-sided. 50% for Kramer, but he got the job done. We made the playoffs, I believe. It might be the 7th seed, but we made the playoffs, I think. I can't freaking believe it. It's freaking a miracle. Knighton, more power back. More power back. Yeah. Oops. Jordan Morgan, yes. More upgrades. Isaiah Adams. There we go. All right, look at that. Christian Jones. I think he's starting right now. I think we made the playoffs. I don't know. We're gonna check it out. Let's see. Playoff picture. 9-8. That makes us the sixth seed. We might make it. Let's check it out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out before we end the episode. Oh, did we make it at 9-8? After school tutor, safety first, linebacker lens, wide trips play sheet, 46 play sheet, run and shoot, run and gun. We got a lot on. We made the playoffs, people. And we got to face our division rivals. I said division with the Eagles, but I meant conference. Conference. A tough conference. We are in the zone. Follow up on season goal set for your QB. We'll get to all that. I can't believe we made the playoffs. It's such a turnaround. We got all kinds of stuff, points to spend and stuff. So tune in next time for a playoff episode on Wild Card Week of Cardinals franchise. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it so already, and also smash that like button. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, you're watching SFBN, and I'm Mad Dad. Peace out. Much love.